Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge because Disney is clearly still in panic mode about attendance because they're doing all kinds of promotion and advertorials for it now. And they're trying to cross-promote Marvel with Star Wars. They've got the Shang-Chi actor on Instagram.
I'm just looking at these. Right here, an ad. Right here's the ad box.
Here's the ad box. Go to Disney.
Look, $74 per day for the midday magic.
Hurry. Oh, yeah, the midday magic, where if you go in the afternoon, you get a slight discount. Again, that is an unheard of deal. So we'll talk about the panic at the Disney. The panic at the Disney here on Clownfish TV. Before we get into the video, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. And we have been talking a lot about Disney lately, because we were Disney bloggers for a long time. You still are. At piratesandprincesses.net, where you will get objective opinions.
My
on
opinion
Disney,
on things. Anyway.
On Disney and other Orlando attractions. I don't do it so much now because I'm doing this. So, all right. So here we go. This is coming from Slash Film. We'll start with this because other media outlets are starting to call Disney out.
We called them out early. I just want to point that out. We did. And they're calling them out now that they had shameless. It was ridiculous. Shameless Star Wars Galaxy's Edge promos on ABC and more. That whole media blitz they did was the biggest shill, I think, in Disney history. Like, they've done specials before where they've highlighted a new attraction or a new land or something, but they have never done a complete takeover of all their media outlets. The takeover was sad. There was like little Easter egg mentions. It wasn't a complete takeover. I mean, it was dumb. I'm just saying, it was dumb. I'm actually more interested in this Ecto Cooler here than I am Star Wars. But anyway, yeah. So Slash Film knows something's up. They said ABC recently held their premiere when their new and returning shows hit the air, but this year they came with some sneaky and not so sneaky ways of promoting Star Wars Galaxy's Edge synergy. They always use it. It ruins the gem for me. Because when I think of synergy, I think of synergy, and then they keep using synergy for their crap, and it annoys me. Check out how Galaxy's Edge made it into shows like The Rookie, American Housewife, Blackish, Funniest Home Videos, Dancing with the Stars, Modern Family, and The Goldbergs. I mean, it was nauseating how hard they pushed it. And it's funny that Slash Film, who I think they checked out, I'm pretty sure Slash Film checked out Galaxy's Edge early, that they got media access. They're even like, they're shilling really, really hard. Like, you think this is, just wait. Because the hotel's coming, and now we got the new Rise of the Resistance ride coming in December, and we got Rise of Skywalker coming. You think the shill's, is over the top. Just wait, because I think it's going to go much, much worse. So I don't know if it was to coincide with Force Friday or what, but the star of Shang-Chi, a movie literally like nobody cares about. And it's not even out yet, so no one even knows what it is. They don't even know what it is. But they had the star photographed in Galaxy's Edge. People are like, who cares? Who cares? And I don't know why I keep thinking Instagram is the answer, because here's the thing about Instagram. Instagram is, quite frankly, a bunch of people just taking pictures of themselves. That's what it is. Yeah. It's what it is. And people do not book trips off of looking at people's pictures of themselves. I don't know why they keep thinking that means trips. What a piece of junk. Well, can't disagree. But yeah, it's like, look, nobody even knows who this guy is yet because the movie hasn't dropped yet. And they're kind of, Disney just in general, like, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. They have the Eternals coming out. They have, again, a bunch of Marvel characters, D-list characters that nobody cares about because they've already burned through all the popular ones. Or they can't use them for one reason or another. Yeah, so, 10 to 1, how, he puts it like it's his comment, right? But damn well that they had a whole team deciding what to write, how to take the picture. It's like he didn't even probably post this. Like, the team took the picture, as somebody else decides what to write, how to hashtag it. I'm sure. I'm sure. So they're doing that, and then the very same day, they're already promoting this space hotel, which is a terrible idea. And we haven't heard anything about this much since D23, so why now? Because it was Force. Well, no, it wasn't Force Friday. It was a couple days before Force Friday. I think to remind people that this is coming. Now, here's the problem with this Star Wars hotel. It's hella expensive. It's really, really expensive. They can't fill the rooms they have at that new expensive Riviera resort they built, that they're already having a fire sale before the damn thing opened.
And now they're going to push this $3,000 or whatever a weekend LARPing getaway. I see this thing lasting a year or two, and then they just turn it into something else.
Yeah.
You're
going to get people to come like the first year or so. People are going to come for that. And then everybody who wanted to do it, so we're going to do it once. And then there's going to be like, yeah, you might get occasional people will come in still. But it's so expensive. People aren't just not going to pay it. People are priced out.
Yeah, this is not something that the average family, I mean, $3,000 is the cost of a modest week-long vacation at Disney for most families. You're not going to spend it for 2 days, LARPing in a Star Cruiser.
And you know what's going to get me too? They want people to promote it. But instead of bringing people in that people actually listen to, they're going to go pick out their darlings who kiss their ass and say whatever they want them to say. And then no one's going to go, or they're going to feel like they're cheated or lied to. You need to actually go find people that, are actually kind of critical, or impress those people. I'm not talking about just us. I'm talking about other people like us. Impress those people, then you'll get people to come to your thing.
Yeah, instead they're going to go pick wine moms and mommy bloggers on Instagram.
Know what the hell they're talking about.
Not the market, traditionally not the market for Star Wars. And I'm kind of wondering,
I still don't get that one.
Has Disney given up on the old school Star Wars fans? Like, have they just decided that they don't want them anymore?
I think so.
They'd rather just have these upper middle class to upper class families.
But that doesn't mean you're a Star Wars fan.
Doesn't mean you're a Star Wars fan.
It might mean you are. Doesn't mean you are. I'm just saying that they keep preaching to the choir, and then they wonder why no one's booking. It's like, because people can smell bullshit a mile away. I don't know why people don't understand this. Disney doesn't seem to understand this. People know when you're full of shit. They just do. And if you're constantly having this, everything's burning down around you, and you're having these people up there like, oh, it's so magical and wonderful. Oh my God. People hate that. They'd rather be like, okay, you know what? It's not doing so well right now. We made some mistakes. Hey, want you to check it out. But if you don't want to right now, we're gonna be doing these fixes. Be at least honest about it, or bring people in that are honest, people trust. But you don't do that. You keep going to like the space.com, who clearly has something going down because they keep posting only like good things all the time.
Yeah, space.com. This is weird that this came out of left field. It's the same journalist that did this one. It's all good news. The Falcon is as magnificent,
not what I hear,
as you might expect. Please come to Star Wars. And here, like, everybody's forgetting about the hotel.
Well, I didn't forget about it.
This sounds like a commercial. Have you ever wanted to travel the galaxy on a luxury cruise liner, or train to be a Jedi like Luke Skywalker? If so, you're in luck, as Disney is playing a galactic adventure like none other. With an ultra-immersive 2-night themed hotel experience, guests will be able to live aboard an actual starship. The highly anticipated hotel, dubbed Star Wars Galactic Starship.
That's what, Star Wars Galactic Starship.
That's what they're calling it, actually.
Anyway.
Could they be more on the nose?
I thought it was different than that, but maybe I could be wrong.
Does not yet have an opening date, but Disney recently revealed some details.
D23.
Yeah, D23. But
you're like a month late here.
They're already talking about the prices at the very bottom. This is an advertorial. This Space.com is actually owned by Perch, which owns Newsarama and some other outlets. If it wasn't obvious that they're getting perks or money or both, or access or whatever from Disney, this article definitely...
It wasn't even like time sensitive. That information came out weeks ago.
Yeah, they just want to remind people this is coming. Like, hey guys, hurry. But
But what's their call to action? You can't book anything yet.
No, they're like, 2-night stay in a cabin on the Star Cruiser, which sleeps up to 5, starts at $3,300. Starts at
2 nights.
You want the aliens to actually talk to your kid? That's another $1,000.
No, he's kidding.
You want to lights up? You think I'm kidding?
I know. For now, he thinks he's kidding.
I think I'm kidding, but I guarantee you, they'll be like, oh, you want to build a lightsaber on the ship? Oh, that's another $1,000. You want to actually eat on the ship? That's another $1,500.
Yeah, I don't know. Is food going to be included like the real cruises?
I think they're going to do it like the cruises, but I think they're going to have an upcharge, because on the cruise ships, the Disney cruise ships, the riffraff all get fed, but if you want to eat at the really good restaurants, you have to pay extra.
Right, but it's not that much.
So, but I mean, they could have like a Jabba the Hutt, alien barbecue or something.
You're gonna barbecue Jabba.
You're gonna barbecue Jabba. Oh my God! Could you imagine if they just had a giant roast beast, and you would just go up and just carve some Hutt, throw it on your plate.
Go milk your own.
Milk your own alien. That would be. Right. It'd be all organic.
That would be worth $3,500.
Leia's organic alien milking experience for $300.
That's an extra few $100, right?
Yeah, milk a sea cow.
So yeah,
this is nuts. This doesn't actually sell this because, again, we saw what happened. They were building the Riviera. We've done other videos on this. A luxury hotel, another DVC. They can't fill the rooms. First, they tried giving it to the Visa card holders 40% off.
Up to 40%.
Up to 40%. Now it's everybody gets like 25% off because they can't fill this brand new luxury hotel, and they're building another one already. They're
building one over where River Country was.
And I know personally, I don't know if I've told you, but I'm getting hammered all the time with DVC sales pitches, like in email, because we dared talk to a DVC consultant one time, like 3 years ago, and now every time they're hurting for money, they start.
Oh, you can see it. Like I said, if you go to the Parks blog, you can see what they start spamming. Different people we follow, agencies or whatever, are spamming out emails like mad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, you guys are desperation. And it shows.
Yesterday, there were like 3 promotional offers that were sent out. I mean, we talked about the free dining, and now they're already trying to get people excited about this hotel, which we don't even have a date for.
No.
Like, you know what this is going to do? This is actually going to have the opposite effect, because people are going to be like, well, that looks really good. I'll just wait. I'll wait to go to Disney until that opens in 3 years.
I'll just go to that, and then I'll go to Galaxy's Edge, and I'll go to all the new stuff, and I'll just make a one big trip and spend like $20,000 and something, but not that long, like $15,000, and I'll just save up for 3 years to do it.
Rise of the Resistance, I don't know how that one is going to land, if they're going to take some budget cuts or what.
I don't know. That's the one that's going to be cool. But one of them is going to be cool. It's going to be that one.
Yeah, but I don't know if people are planning their trips around it. I don't. And all you're hearing in the media is the prices are going up. Oga's Cantina already raised their prices. I think we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but it's like, guys, you're having a hard time getting people to come to the park. Why would you raise the prices?
Well, you keep saying, right, and you keep saying that people are burned out on Star Wars. Why the hell did you do that stupid, takeover?
Star Wars fatigue. Let's make sure people can't get away from Star Wars.
Well, this here shows you exactly who they're going for, right here. This is true. They had $600 Heidi Klum Minnie Mouse ears, because they have crystals on them and things. And they're not even that pretty. They're okay. They're not $600 okay. They have these lines of designer mouse ears, and some are really reasonable, like $30, $40. And then they have these ones that are like this one, which are $600 for a pair of mouse ears. $600. I don't care. Even if I had, millions lying around, I wouldn't pay $600 for a pair of mouse ears. I don't even like Heidi Klum that much.
20 years ago, Disney's ideal customer was a family of 4. Mom, dad, boy, girl. That was their ideal customer, middle-class family. Their ideal customer now is a millennial with infinite money.
Yeah, well, there's not it depends where you go. That could be an oxymoron.
Well, I'm just saying that is their ideal. I'm not saying they're getting that. No, not just
that. And these wine moms.
Wine moms.
Magic.
Wine moms, they're catering more to.
I'll put my hair some more. There we go.
They're catering more to adults. They're definitely catering more to women. They're catering to. I think. I mean,
they cater to me because I buy a whole shit ton of stuff. Sorry.
Well, that's it. They know the women.
Got a problem.
They know the women make the decisions. This was actually talked about. These are
my bracelets I just took off.
Okay.
Sorry, and they're all Disney.
They actually talked about this at one of Disney's marketing hoedowns I went to earlier in the year, where they basically said, mom is the one that pulls the trigger on the vacation 9 times out of 10.
But it's not untrue.
Right.
I mean, when we did vacations, even before we started doing this, and even when we were doing this, oftentimes I'm the one who had it all planned out. We were going, made the reservations, had it all taken care of, made sure it got paid or whatever. I usually was. That is, and my mom always did it when I was a kid too. So that is not untrue.
So what they're doing is they're trying to appeal to. They're looking to land whales. I'm not talking about heavy-set women.
Some of them are not because they're heavy set, because they act like.
I'm not. They're looking for wealthy housewives, right? And they're creating merchandise and experiences to appeal to the wealthy wine mom housewife.
But I don't understand this. Why do they think if you're a mom that you are one of those Karens? Why would they assume that? Because that's what I don't understand. Because I know a lot of moms who are not that.
Yeah,
I'm the anti-Karen.
Well, I'm saying this is their. I'm
Even
saying
not wearing leggings, but I am anti-Karen.
I'm saying this is their ideal. I'm not saying that's who they're getting. And again, this is a disconnect. This is a disconnect that Disney, a fundamental disconnect Disney has. Disney seems to think if they market to a certain kind of people, those are the people they're going to get. And then they dismiss their existing audience. They did this with Marvel Comics. They decided, just kind of woke up one day and decided that they no longer wanted the middle-aged white men who traditionally read their comic books. They wanted a more diverse, younger audience, so they started making material for that audience, but that audience didn't want the comics. And I think that's kind of what's happening with Disney now.
Just because you change your demographic doesn't mean the demographics won't want it.
Right. Just because you build it doesn't mean they're going to come. So I think what they're doing is they're trying to create all these experiences in the marketing campaigns to cater to the wealthy Karens, hoping the wealthy Karens will come, and they're not coming. Because honestly, if Karen's got that much money, she's probably going to go someplace else.
They'll take the cruise or something.
Yeah.
I was going to say, this reminds me, when he worked at that one place where he got laid off from. I'm not going to say where it was or anything, but they had this bright idea that they had tried and true customers that they had for years and years and years, but they were smaller accounts, but they've been with them for years. They were loyal. They were their fan base. They were their customer base. They got the bright idea that no, we're going to let all those customers go, all those clients go, and we're going to go find new clients to have more money. And what happened when they did that?
They lost all of their existing business. They lost customers that they had for 30, 40 years. And
they couldn't land the ones they thought that they were going to get.
Right. That's exactly what happened. They wanted to switch their demographic. They were like, well, we want these whales. We want these big spenders. But they weren't attracting them for a number of reasons. And then what happened was the company did poorly, and they laid a bunch of people off because they basically told their existing customers, we don't want you anymore.
Yeah. And Disney is doing it. Marvel's doing it. Yeah. Fans of She-Ra are seeing it. Lots of your media is doing it for any people who are fans of something that don't go along with a new change. And it's just, it's not smart. It's just not a smart thing to do.
And I'm all for diversification to increase your audience, but you have to keep your existing customers happy too. When you basically say, we don't want you anymore because we think we can go out and we can get better customers than you. And that's literally the company I work for. That's what they said during our marketing meeting. Was they're like, we don't want these like mom and pop customers.
Even though they were the backbone.
Customers.
They were the bread and butter. They were paying for that company, and they've been customers for years.
Been
loyal, stuck with them, even when times were bad, for years. And they just, you have to find somebody else now.
And this is exactly what Disney is doing. And this is the problem at the core of Disney is they have basically told their customers, whether it's Disney or Marvel or Star Wars or Muppets even, we don't want our existing fans anymore. We want to chase these new fans that have a lot more money. And it's not working. It's not working because the people that have a lot more money probably have more refined taste.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, you can chase those clients, but you need to keep your other people at somewhere where they're going to be there. And what's happening is you're pricing people out, which is why they're panicking. People aren't buying their annual passes anymore. People aren't booking trips because they might still book one, but it might be every 3 or 4 years instead of every other year, every year, because they can't afford it. And you've priced out the people that had your back the entire time, the loyal customers, for these customers that may or may not even come. It's the same like with businesses I see all the time. You might get rid of a loyal person for some shiny person you think has more credentials, and then you take them and find out that they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. But you thought that you were gonna get something better deal there, and you need to. These companies really need to pay attention, and you can you can extend your reach without losing your people.
Yeah, and that's just smart business, but again, it's short-term gain over long-term sustainability, because you might land a whale, you might get the Karens, they might come and do this just to say they did it, and they could Instagram about it. They might do this $3,000 hotel.
No, the people that are Instagram, they'll probably bring in as influencers, and then no one else is going to probably come.
Because they'll be like, God, this is fake. So basically,
Yeah, because you turned everybody off because there wasn't any honesty to it.
But what I'm saying is, like, they might come in one time. They might drop $15,000, $20,000 on a Disney World vacation once. But that in the long run, okay, so you're basically telling your customers to go take a hike for that short-term gain, but you could have middle-class families that'll go year after year or every other year, and you actually would make more money off of them in the long run. But you've essentially told them, we don't want you anymore, by raising the prices. And
by focusing on Instagram, by doing these different things.
Yeah, and that's what's going on here. It's, again, short-term gains, short-term profitability over long-term sustainability, and this is fundamentally what Disney has been, I think, doing wrong with every one of their divisions, whether it's Marvel or Star Wars or whatever it is.
Star Wars.
Yeah, let's just make as much money now as we can. Let's not worry about where the brand's going to be in 10
Well,
15
Iger's
years.
not going to be here in a year or two.
Well, that's just it.
I mean, he doesn't care. For him, he's out the door.
It starts at the top. And honestly, Disney's attitude now, if they could just open a theme park with no rides.
And just shops and restaurants where you had to, and then you didn't even get entertainment. You have to entertain yourself with your Instagram account.
If they could open it up and not even hire any staff, and just because they're already cutting back on the photographers, you know, they're already cutting staffers, live entertainment. If they could just basically have you pay $100 or $200 to get into the gate to just go shop, and that
spend more money,
they would do it. They would shut all the damn rides down, and they would just have you wander around and just give them money. Because that's the mindset now. Whereas Walt and the Imagineers, and a lot of people still working in Imagineering, is we're trying to deliver a fantastic experience. I almost get the vibe now.
It's about families. It's about, even if you're by yourself, it's about fans. It's about, you know, that's what they see it as. It's about the people that really love the stuff and want something fun from it. But that's not how the corporation sees it.
No, they see it as a cash grab, and that's the difference, I think, in the mindset now with Disney. Is it used to be Disney was like, we may not be the biggest studio out there, but we do it better than anybody else. We take chances, we do new things, and now Disney just turns out endless sequels. They
or
reboot, and then what, you know, instead of coming up with their own ideas, they just go acquire other people's ideas and then run them into the, you know, bleed them dry, run them into the ground. And that's what's going on here. Is you don't, that whatever that fire was that Disney's animators, that the Imagineers had, it's been snuffed out.
It was about innovation and invention, and it's no longer. I mean, Epcot, the reason they're changing it, because Epcot was about the future. It was about invention, innovation, and technology communication. And now it's going to be about IP.
How appropriate then was it that they did a retrospective with Epcot Forever fireworks show? They did a retrospective, and then they ended it with Aladdin.
Well, that's why they did it.
Yeah, because it's like that.
Here's what's coming, guys. Buckle up.
Remember all this innovation that these Imagineers did years and years ago? Yeah, well, we don't do that anymore.
They're trying to, but they keep getting their budgets cut, or they get told no, or different things, or they do exciting things, and then it's too expensive. We have to tone that down. You know, take it out.
Right. Again, short-term profitability versus long-term sustainability. You're never gonna have another Pirates of the Caribbean. You're never gonna have another Haunted Mansion. Because they just want to bank on short-term what's popular.
Let's throw an overlay on something.
Let's just overlay something.
Yeah.
You know, Frozen's hot. Let's shut down the Maelstrom and overlay it with, you know, Frozen. What else is? Oh, we're gonna shut down Three Caballeros and throw Coco on.
Yeah, they keep talking. They're gonna do that.
You know, and it's just, again, this is the fundamental problem I have with modern Disney now. Even Eisner was, you know, he got it. I mean, for all his faults, he still got it. Iger doesn't. Iger's just corporate through and through. And like I said, if they could just open the gates up and just have you come in and just throw money, and not even at people, like not even cast members, just have you come up and just like, here's a couple of ATMs with mouse ears on.
I think they're putting some like self-checkouts and stuff in some of the places soon. I think they're talking they're going to do that. Big kiosks.
And then at that point, what are you paying for? You know,
because at least cast members, if you go, the cast members what make it special. The cast member interaction. They usually do special things. Like our daughter, when she was little, you were taping and you hear his voice and you're like, "What's going on?" And you look over and there's Alice walking with our daughter, talking about my daughter's. She had a Cheshire Cat Alice dress, and they were talking about the Cheshire Cat, and she was walking along with her inside the park, talking to her about the Cheshire Cat. Things like that. Cast members who go the extra mile and be like, "Oh, can I help you with something? Where's this?" And they show you, or you hear all these stories of cast members helping children with special needs or helping people out that have something happens. They're what makes the park special, and they're what they're going to cut.
Yeah, it's sad. And again, the photo pass thing, that was a little touch, but now we heard people said that they were, you know, the voices were heard and they brought the photo pass photographers back. We understand it to be a short-term thing, that the machines don't work. So, I mean, you're basically going to have a park full of automation and robots that exist to just take your money. Like, if they could just, at the gate, not even let you in anymore, just get a vacuum cleaner and just suck all the money out of you and then send you on your merry way without giving you anything.
And if you're not happy about it, then you're a misogynist. I'm sorry.
If you're not happy about it, you're a misogynist. But they're trying to land, you know, these high-dollar accounts, because that's all this is about. It's, again... once Iger leaves,
$600 for mouse ears.
$600 mouse ears.
And they're not even that great. I mean, they're okay. They're cute. But if you want to see an article on that, I have the pictures up on piratesandprincesses.net if you want to see them.
Okay. So they're not getting people. So the canteen has actually proven to be somewhat of a hit. So now what they're doing is
they raised the drink prices.
They raised the drink prices. They raised everything.
There's the mouse ears. That's them. That's the $600 mouse ears. $600 mouse ears. I can think of a lot of other things I could do with $600. I'd buy other things, but it wouldn't be mouse ears.
Yeah, I just Disney is they're completely out of touch. Completely out of touch. And like I said, they've got an audience they want, but it's not the audience that's kept them going all these years. And this is going to come home to roost, eventually. Because what's going to happen is the middle class, even wealthier people are going to stop spending their money on Disney because they're going to be like, you're not giving us value.
Yeah, just because you have money doesn't mean that you're going to go throw it away.
No, actually, richest people in the world. Look at Warren Buffett. He's very frugal. Eventually people are going to be like, yeah, I can take the same amount of money and I can actually go to like Europe for a week and have a world-class, experience, or I can go to Disney and deal with a bunch of crap and get, my $600 mouse ears. It's sad. It's sad. And they're going to have to change their mindset, I think. And Galaxy's Edge is just a big red flag for like everything that's been wrong with how Disney has been managing.
No, I think it's because it didn't do the way they thought it would do because of how they manage stuff.
Yeah.
And then that was their wake up call. Whoa, wait. You mean people just didn't show up because we said so?
Yeah.
And now they're freaking out. So now it's constant spam, deal. Take over on every network they can. Shill on to every advertorial they can. It's going to get so much worse before it gets better. Because Rise of Skywalker is... It's not going to come together. I think it's going to.
This is the perfect storm, and a lot of people have been calling this. I mean, you've got
we've been calling it
because now they got Disney Plus coming. Galaxy's Edge did not make the the bookings go up the way they thought they're going to. They're all the plans they have going forward seem to be
targeted on that.
Yeah, and on wealthier clientele. The hotels they're not building value resorts.
No, they need to. They need moderate resorts and
luxury
things. Everybody's just going to stay out of the park and they're going to lose more money.
Yeah.
So that's the next thing. They'll probably be like, well, you have to stay you can't come into afternoon unless you stay in the parks.
Yeah. Oh, I could see them doing that. I mean, it's already, but the deals they've had this year, the half day tickets or whatever, the afternoon tickets and the 4 free dining plans, all that, this is all panic. This is panic. And, I think Iger's going to leave one hell of a mess when he steps out. I really do. And people want him to be president. Like, seriously, you want him to be president? Okay. All right, then. So we're going to wrap this one up?
Yes.
All right. So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV. We'll keep an eye on Galaxy's Edge and Star Wars. We know you guys like that content, so please subscribe.
Yep. See you later. Bye.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.